This is the easiest money you'll ever make, right up until it costs you everything. It starts with a text offering simple work from home. Just tap a few buttons and watch your balance grow. And at first, it really does. You get paid, not once, but twice. But meet the scammer behind it. Mr. Gray. Here's the first thing to understand. Mr. Gray doesn't hack you. He doesn't steal your password or break into a single account. He does something cleverer. He lets you win. Listen to him explain it. I never take your money, he says. I give it to you. A real $5, a real $20, landing in your account on day one. Because once you've been paid, you stop asking if I'm a scam. You start asking how much more you can make. And somewhere in those first few days, one moment arrives that turns this from a choice into a trap you can't walk away from. You won't notice it happen. Hold on to that, because it's the whole story. So how does it begin? Not on a dating app, not from anyone you know. It begins with a text out of nowhere, a wrong number that turns friendly, a message about an online task job. The work sounds simple. Get paid to like videos. Rate a few products. Tap to optimize an app. You finish a set of tasks, a number on your screen ticks up, and you level up to the next set. It feels less like work and more like a game you're winning. That is the task scam. And here's what people get wrong about who falls for this. It isn't the gullible, and being smart gives you no protection. The trap runs on two quiet forces inside every brain. First, sunk cost, the feeling that since you've already put time in, you can't stop now. Second, loss aversion, which just means losing hurts far more than winning feels good. So every hour, quitting feels less like staying safe and more like throwing away all you've earned. Mr. Gray isn't fighting your intelligence, he's using it. Then everything turns. A bigger task appears, sometimes called a combo task, and this one is different. To unlock it, and to release the earnings already sitting in your account, you have to first put in a little of your own money. A small deposit, they say, usually in crypto, a digital currency that moves instantly and can't be reversed. You hesitate. But your balance is right there, glowing, far bigger than the deposit. So you pay. And it works. The task unlocks. This is where people tell a friend, they paid me, then asked me to deposit, and it honestly seemed fine. But one deposit is never the end. Each one unlocks a bigger one. The tasks grow, the numbers climb, and that glowing balance now reads thousands. Walking away stops feeling like quitting a side gig. It feels like abandoning a fortune that's almost in your hands. So you reach for savings, then a card, then money you can't afford to lose, always chasing a withdrawal that's one more deposit away. And now, the hardest truth in this story. That balance was never real. Not one number on that dashboard was money. It was a screen Mr. Gray controls completely, and he simply types in whatever figure keeps you paying. The withdrawal was never going to work. The fortune you were protecting never existed. There was nothing on the other side of that screen but him. And Mr. Gray is rarely working alone. These are industrial operations, huge scam compounds, often overseas. And here's something most people never hear. Many of those sending the friendly messages aren't the masterminds at all. Investigators estimate that large numbers of them are victims too, trafficked and forced to run the scripts. The cruelty runs deeper than the screen you can see. So here's how you stay safe, and it comes down to 3 simple rules. Rule 1. A real job never makes you pay to get paid. If you must deposit money to withdraw your own earnings, it is a scam every single time. Rule 2. The unsolicited text is itself the red flag. Real work doesn't arrive as a surprise message about easy money from a number you don't know. Rule 3. Never send crypto to unlock earnings, because once it's gone, it's almost always gone for good. And if this has touched you, report it. In the United States, to the Federal Trade Commission. In the United Kingdom, to Action Fraud. And if you think this is rare, look at how fast it's growing. The task scam barely existed in 2020. By 2023, there were about 5,000 reports. In just the first half of 2024, that jumped to about 20,000. Job scams overall, of which task scams are now roughly 40%, took more than $220 million from people in that same half year, with about 41 million of it sent in crypto. This is not a rare trap. It is one of the fastest growing scams in the world. So that one moment we promised to come back to, the point where it became unstoppable, it wasn't the big deposit. It was the very first payment, the real $5 that landed before you'd risked a thing. Because the instant that money was real, the scam stopped being something happening to you and became something you believed in. Mr. Gray never takes your money. He gets you to hand it over, one payment at a time, because the very first one felt like a win. If this just saved you, do me one favor. Subscribe so the next scam can't catch you off guard. Stay sharp out there.